and Study of Mormon Scriptures and History by an Atheist by Keith Burgess. In this video I am going to talk about how this religion came to be by looking at the history of its founder, Joseph Smith Jr. I will first look at the official version of it, plus looking at what history tells us, that there are some inconsistencies in some of the crucial parts of the story. Joseph Smith Jr. was born on December 23rd of 1805 in Sharon, Vermont. Then in 1817 he moved with his family to Western New York at a site of intense religious revivalism during the Second Great Awakening. For the next few slides I am going to take quotes from the webpage thinkmormon.com. I am first going to talk about the first vision, which, according to this website, the first vision occurred in the spring of 1820, where, while he was praying in a wood as he didn't know which church he should join, he saw two personages, presumably the Father and Jesus Christ, which would have made him 14 years old at the time. What was he praying about? Well, according to my source, he was inspired by the scripture James chapter 1 verse 5, and this is a quote from the King James Version. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. He was asking God which church he should join. So, what was the answer given according to Joseph Smith? According to the official account from the LDS Church, the answer was that he shouldn't join any of the churches, as they were all wrong. I know this from my personal talks with Mormon missionaries. Here's the overview from the LDS position as quoted from thinkmormons.com. Not only was this a pivotal event in the teaching the world that none of the churches were true, thereby establishing the need to restore God's true church. It helps members understand the actual nature of God, God the Father, and His Son, Jesus Christ, are two separate personages. It also shows an example of how God can be approached in prayer, and shows that He does answer when asked with a sincere heart. I know this from experience, but when they come into the Book of Mormon, you're supposed to pray to see if it's true. Here's the overview of the critic's position as put from thinkmormons.com. Was this a real physical event, or was this a vision in the same sense that Lehi saw a vision of the tree of life in a dream? The first written version of the account by Joseph Smith was not given until 12 years after it supposedly took place. When he first penned the account, Joseph only mentioned one person visiting him, which is no small detail to be mistaken about. There are now known at least 9 different accounts given by Joseph Smith relating to the first vision, with varying degrees of changes and circumstances. If this vision was so important, why are there so many discrepancies, and why did it take so long to write? As far as Mormon literacy is concerned, there was apparently no reference to Joseph Smith's first vision in any published material in the 1830s. It was left out of the first publication of the church's history written by Joseph Smith and Oliver Cowdery. It was also left out of the Book of Commandments, the precursor to the Doctrine and Covenants, and the general church membership did not receive information about the first vision until 1840s. Even then, the story did not hold the prominent place in Mormon thought that it does today. Personal thoughts on the arguments put so far. I know if I personally had that sort of vision, 1. I would no longer be an atheist. 2. I definitely wouldn't wait 12 years to write it down and tell people about it. What about you? If you saw God and Jesus Christ, how long would you wait before you told someone, especially if you were in your teens? Please leave your comments as I would love to hear your answers. So far, the critics make a very strong point, perhaps. Some Mormons may be interested in responding to that point, or perhaps answer the same question: what would they do if they had a vision like Joseph Smith? Another question I would like to ask is this. There it is. Would you, if you were told by God and Jesus Christ that you shouldn't join any church, would you then try and do the opposite and join a church anyway? Well, in 1828, Joseph Smith did just that. He tried to join the Methodist Church. No, he visited a church on his denomination before his supposed vision. Before the Mormons try and deny this, watch this short video